Well, hello and welcome to another weekly inspiration with yours truly, Andy Craig. And once again, our inspiration this week, our quote for this week comes from the late motivator himself, the great Zig Ziglar. And he had this to say: with integrity, you have nothing to fear. Since you have nothing to hide, with integrity, you will do the right thing. So you will have no guilt. Once again, with integrity, you will have nothing to fear since you have nothing to hide. With integrity, you will do the right thing, so you will have no guilt. Some thoughts for you to ponder. Do you operate in integrity? If so, how much? Is it complete integrity or integrity only when it's convenient? Does it depend on the situation? How can you operate in complete integrity? I read a book. Actually, I'm not even sure it was a book. It was actually a talk I heard from John Maxwell, who was influenced greatly by Zig Ziglar. And he talked about business ethics. And what he shared at that time is there's no such thing as business ethics. And actually, he was asked to write a book on it. And he said there's no such thing as business ethics. There's ethics. And they work in business when you have them. You either have ethics or you don't. And when you have them, they operate in business. Are you operating in integrity in every area of your life? Now, that's a tall order to ask for, at least for me, because I know that there are certain areas that I may not be in as complete integrity as what I would like. And those are areas that I'm working on. And I think if every one of us is honest with ourselves, we will admit, at least to ourselves, and hopefully to ourselves, that we may not be in complete integrity in certain areas. Now, in obvious areas, per se, and obvious may be relative depending on what it is that you are looking at, we're honest. We're honest with our coworkers, we're honest with our spouse, we're honest with our children, whatever that might look like. Or are we? And this is not anything for to issue any condemnation on. That is not at all what it is that I'm looking to do here. This is simply food for thought for you. What is your level of integrity look like? Are you operating in complete integrity in all areas of your life? And if you're not, what does it look like for you to do so? And would it benefit you? There's a story that I'm thinking of right now, real briefly, about a gentleman who told lies to his wife and to his boss on a daily basis. And it was nothing huge, nothing massive, but enough that it did impact both relationships. And what happened is his boss would ask him, "Are you going to have this project done by Wednesday?" And would say yes, knowing that the project would not be done until Friday. His wife would ask him, "Will you be home for dinner at 6?" And he would say yes, knowing he would not be home until 7. And he went to a seminar and got stirred to be completely honest. And that completely transformed how he did his relationships, really how he did his life, because he went in and started talking to his boss. His boss said, "Are you going to be done with the project by Wednesday?" He says, "No, honestly, it's going to take me until Friday." And his boss said, "It doesn't really matter to me when it's due. I just need to know so I can plan accordingly." And then his wife asked him, "Are you going to be home for dinner at 6?" He says, "Actually, no, I won't be home until 7." And she shares with him, "It doesn't matter to me what time you're home from work. I just want to make sure so that we can have a hot dinner together as a couple." What does integrity look like to you? Can you operate at that level of integrity, even in the small things like that? The big things are quote easier to do because they're obvious for everyone to see. But in those small day-to-day things, can you operate in complete integrity? And if you can, what would it look like for you to do so? What does that look like, and how would that transform your life today? So again, this is Andy Craig wishing you a fantastic rest of your week. Operate in integrity the best that you know how. And remember, you are purposed by God. You are created to succeed. And you, yes, you, that person right there, I'm talking to you watching this video right now, you are destined to win. This is Andy Craig. You have a wonderful rest of your week.